It was a chilly night in Lexington, Kentucky, the kind that clings to your bones. March 11, 2023. Ava Merrick, a 29-year-old trauma nurse at St. Elora General, finished a grueling 12-hour night shift. Surveillance cameras show her exiting the hospital at 11:07 p.m., exhausted but calm, clutching a reusable coffee mug and a half-full tote bag. She never made it home. Her car was found hours later in a supermarket parking lot, with the keys still in the ignition. Her purse? Untouched. Her phone? Missing. And Ava? Gone without a trace. What began as a typical missing person case would spiral into a mystery darker than anyone could have imagined. Ava was described as dedicated, soft-spoken, and fiercely empathetic, known for holding the hands of dying patients long after the doctors had left. Her co-workers remember that night well. 11 p.m. was shift change, and Ava left through the east entrance, unusual for her. "I remember thinking she looked nervous," said one orderly, like she was looking over her shoulder. Her last phone ping was at 11:22 p.m. near the Oak Ridge Market parking lot, 3 miles east of the hospital. That's where her white Honda CR-V was later found. Engine off, keys in the ignition, and Ava missing. At 7:30 a.m., Ava's fiancé, Derek Howell, reported her missing. Derek, 32, was a software engineer and freelance app developer. He told police Ava never came home, and he hadn't heard from her since earlier that afternoon. At first glance, Derek looked like a devastated partner. In interviews, he broke down, barely able to speak. But Ava's family wasn't convinced. Her sister, Lena, later said, they had fights. A lot. Ava told me 2 weeks before she vanished that she was thinking of calling off the wedding. It wasn't just emotional distance. Ava had started hiding her phone. She removed Derek from her GPS tracker. And she stopped talking about wedding plans altogether. Police began to dig into Ava's digital life. She hadn't posted to social media in 48 hours, not even a text to her best friend, Olivia. Unusual for someone who typically shared memes daily and kept Snapchat streaks with friends. And her laptop? What? Not missing, but rebooted to factory settings. Even more strange, police recovered a burner Gmail account that Ava used to forward sensitive emails to herself from the hospital. She had been documenting inappropriate workplace behavior tied to an unknown employee. And there were hints of a secret relationship. 3 days into the investigation, detectives retrieved footage from the Oak Ridge Market's parking lot. At 11:39 p.m., Ava's vehicle pulls in. She's alone in the driver's seat, or so it seems. She parks. She waits. And then, a figure emerges from the passenger side. Wearing a hoodie, head down. The most bizarre detail? Ava isn't afraid. She smiles at the person, says something, then they walk away, together. She left voluntarily. So why did she never come back? Digital forensics cracked open Ava's deleted texts. They revealed a months-long affair with Noah Caldwell, a 33-year-old former EMT fired for misconduct at St. Elora. Noah's record included patient complaints and rumors of a temper. According to Ava's hidden journal, recovered from her friend Olivia's apartment, Noah had promised her a life away from Derek, off the grid, just us two. But the final entries turned darker. Noah keeps talking about disappearing. I don't know if I trust either of them anymore. If something happens to me, check the woods. With mounting suspicion, police searched Noah's cabin 40 miles outside Lexington. They found traces of Ava's blood, a broken phone case, and burned clothing in the fire pit. Noah claimed it was old, from when Ava stayed with me weeks before she vanished. There was no body, no proof of murder, and despite inconsistencies, Noah walked free. Derek, meanwhile, passed a polygraph. But officers noted emotional detachment and an unwillingness to cooperate beyond basic answers. Public interest exploded. Social media sleuths dubbed Ava the ghost nurse, and thousands joined forums dedicated to solving her case. Weeks turned into months. Then, in early June, a hiker in Red Hollow State Forest stumbled upon a torn hospital scrub top half buried under pine needles. Inside the breast pocket, Ava's name tag. Authorities launched a full-scale search. On July 2nd, in a shallow grave behind an abandoned ranger station, Ava's body was found. She had been bludgeoned. No signs of restraint. No sexual assault. But her hands had been broken post-mortem. And near her remains a burner phone. Its only message: "He lied to us both." Police rearrested Noah Caldwell. But forensic timelines proved one thing: he couldn't have been there the night Ava died. Phone tower pings placed him in Louisville the entire week. He had an alibi, which meant someone else was in those woods with Ava. And then, the final twist. Re-examined supermarket footage showed a car tailing Ava's SUV the night she vanished. The plate? Registered to Derek Howell. He had lied. He followed her. And now, he had vanished. To this day, Derek Howell remains a fugitive. His bank accounts were drained 2 days before Ava's body was found. Some believe he fled the country. Others think he never left Kentucky. Ava Merrick's case remains technically unsolved. No charges. No conviction. No justice. Just a journal, a buried phone, and a nurse who vanished after giving her whole life to saving others. Obsession. How well do we ever really know the ones we trust most?